My name's Kate Kalthoff, and welcome to a Stamping to Share Facebook Live. We are going to work with the Hats Off bundle. Oh my gosh, I'm just so discombobulated because we're getting ready to go out of town, and I will not be doing any Facebook Lives next week. I will be coming back for a demo meeting. My downline meeting is scheduled for the 8th, so I'll be back to do that, but I won't be doing customer things except to help you place orders or to answer questions. We're taking a little vacation. We have a cabin up at Leech Lake here in Minnesota, and so my husband wants to spend lots of time up there, so we are going to. So, and plus it's 4th of July weekend, so we get that extra day, plus he's got to take a couple of days off from work. So it should be really, really fun. So today will be my last Facebook Live until July 13th. And on July 13th, I plan to introduce my kit to go for the month of July. And if all goes well, we will be doing the Expressions in Ink bundle for the month of July. I'm so excited about that bundle. I've been excited about it ever since it started. I mean, ever since it came into the catalog, but then it went on back order, and it's been it's the paper that's on back order, and you really, really want the paper because it's so gorgeous. And then there's something, the little embellishment pack that comes with that product suite is also on back order. But I have high hopes that by the time I introduce my kit on July 13th, all of that stuff will be back in stock. If it isn't, I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. But it's an exciting day today, which is another reason I'm kind of crazy. In addition to getting ready to go out of town here, we have, if you're a demonstrator with Stampin' Up, you know what I mean, because today is pre-order day for a celebration that's coming up again August 1st through August 2nd through September 30th. And then also we get to pre-order, if you're a demonstrator, you get to pre-order out of the brand new August through December mini catalog, which has all the holiday things. So we're all excited about that. So I've been kind of, narrowing it down as to what I'm going to get first. It's so hard because I love everything in the new holiday catalog, but I have to, use some common sense because, you get it all, you can't use it all. You have to pick the things that you're going to work with, and then, make intelligent decisions about that. But it's going to be crazy, and I'm thinking my order's going to be kind of big. So once I get off here, I'm going to do that. So it's a fun, busy day. And I also want to share with you that today is kind of, besides all of that going on the customer side of things, Stampin' Up! Is having a 15% off patterned paper sale. So if you go to my online store and look under sales and specials, or it may even have a banner right across the top of the page, there will be something about the paper sale that's 15% off. So I plan to do a customer newsletter today and let everybody know about that. So yeah, lots and lots of things going on. But as I mentioned, I've been doing some wedding shopping with my daughter, and I have to show you one little thing that we got. And it's in this box, and I'm going to do the reveal here with you. It's so exciting. So this is going to be my hair piece, which will sort of match my dress and my shoes. So I'm excited. And back in the old days when I had really short hair pieces, well, that was for other people. But now that my hair is so long, my daughter wants me to put them up kind of fancy. So we're going to need something fancy to hold it all together. So hope you're excited, but I'm going to share my hairpiece that we're going to be wearing on her wedding day. So here it is in this pretty little box. I'm going to take off the bow. And are you ready? Oh my gosh. Look at these beauties. Aren't they so pretty? Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to put them on. But they're so, so, so pretty and sparkly. And then what my daughter thought I should do is she thinks that they should kind of be woven together because they're pretty flexible. So she thinks I should have them in my hair, kind of woven together like this. So that's what it'll look like in my hair. So I'll try to hold this up so you can see. Isn't it pretty? Oh my goodness. So I'm so excited about this. I know I should probably make a card like that has this kind of a beautiful spray like that. I'm sure I can find some stamps. So anyway, I had to share that with you because I'm super excited. And then I also got wedding shoes. I'll have to show those on another video, but I'm super excited about it. Okay. Oh yes, everybody loves it. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you, thank you. So I have one card planned, and then one card is going to be fly by the seat of my pants. If you noticed in the description, I'm going to do a girly card in addition to the guy card that we're doing. So let me show you the card that we're making today with the Hats Off bundle. Looks like this. So I'm going to make one card that looks like this, but at the same time, I'm going to make another card that's girly, because it's going to have bling and it's going to be so cute, and you're going to have the Hats Off bundle. I'm confident of it. So let me flip the camera down, and I haven't even made this girl card. So yeah, it's going to kind of be a mystery to me too. Okay, so let's flip the camera down and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Oh my goodness. So many things to show you. So for the guy card, so I actually did this for my dad for Father's Day. So this is the one, I made one like this to gift to my dad, but I kept a copy because I thought it was so pretty. And I know he loved it because he's a farmer. So his world revolves. I mean, if you walked into the garage, you'd be like, oh my gosh, he has like 50 hats hanging up on hooks. It's really cool. So yeah, when I saw this bundle in the new catalog, yeah, that was going in my shopping cart right away. And then I did this card. I just changed out they have all these different labels you can put on your hat. So I changed it out to kind of a more, not so much a dad card, something that could really work for anyone who's outdoorsy, including women, although the sentiment kind of seems guyish. But it says, to the guy that wears many hats, you're the best. Love it. So that was my swap card last month. So this is I'm going to share with you how I did that, all of that. So the bundle itself looks like this. So you get the stamps, and then you also get a set of dies that coordinate with the stamps that look like this. So you can cut out your hats. Super fun. And I like them. I like them a lot. However, I wanted to make the girl card that we're making today into a birthday card, and so I needed some birthday sentiments. So I'm using the One Happy Family, and I'm going to use Celebrating You, Happy Birthday, as part of what I'm doing for the girl card that I'm making. And we're also going to use the Banners Pick-a-Punch. You've seen me use this a lot. It's one of my favorites. I almost feel like I was the one that got Stampin' Up! To do this, but I'm sure other people suggested to Stampin' Up! To have a smaller Banners punch. So I was one of those people. I love this size. And then we're using the paper lattice, which currently is on back order, but I believe you can still put it into your cart if you plan on ordering that. We're going to use the Painted Texture 3D embossing folder. You've also seen me use this a lot. I love it. And that will be in the background of the guy card. And then I thought I would try a new embossing folder for the background of the girl card. So we're going to use the Macrame 3D embossing folder, which looks like this one. Then we are going to be using just one ink pad, Tuxedo Black. And we are going to use the In Color 2021-23 Designer Series paper. This is a 6x6 paper pack. And so we're going to use this as well. And bling, because you can't have a girl birthday card with a hat on it without putting bling on your hat. So we will be blinging up that girl card with the In Color jewels. So let's go ahead. Here are the colors for the guy card. We've got Evening Evergreen, Cinnamon Cider, and Crumb Cake. And then I know I'm going crazy, but for the girl card, I'm going to try to work with this palette here. So I've got Basic Gray, Gray Granite, Blushing Bride, Fresh Freesia, and Polished Pink. Those are my colors for the girl card that I'm doing. All right, so the first thing, as you know, is a card base. So I've got the wrong size on here. Let me take that away. Shoot. I must have just grabbed one that was laying on my desk. So I don't have the right size here, but I'll tell you what it is. Most of you know this anyway. It's a half sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, cut in half at 5.5 by 8.5. And then you're going to score it at 4.25 and fold it in half, and that's going to be your card base. So we have one in cinnamon cider. So let me grab my bone folder here and get this prepped. And then we have the girl card that we're gonna make in Basic Gray. So let me go ahead and get that ready. Oh my goodness, everybody's like on vacation and visiting and from all over the United States. And thank you so much for joining me today. It's great to have you here. All right, so then at this point, we are going to do our inside panels. So for the guy card, pretty easy, 4 by 5.25. For the girl card, pretty easy. You're gonna use the same measurement, except you're going to use Blushing Bride. So we're gonna go ahead and stamp that. So we're gonna take the Tuxedo black ink. I have the stamp for the guy card all ready to go. One of the nice things about these see-through stamps is you can see exactly where they're going on the card. I love that. So I'm gonna take this off and we're gonna set this just so I can kind of line it up and get this on here. So it says, number 1, you're the best. Perfect. And then for the girl card, we're gonna do happy birthday, as I mentioned. So also inking that up in Tuxedo black ink. And we're gonna put this in here, happy birthday. And then I think we're going to add a star. So this little star comes from the Hats Off bundle. We'll just add a little star right here above happy birthday. Very fun. Just adds a little extra something because this is kind of, you know, a small sentiment. So I just want to make it look a little bigger by adding a star. Okay, so then our inside panels can be put into our card. I'm just going to use multi-purpose liquid glue to do that. So we'll add a little glue to the back here, a little glue to the back here, and then we'll go ahead and add these to the inside panels. So this one is done. Oh, and I forgot to add my strip. Let me do that. So I've got a 1/2-inch strip of the polished pink designer series paper, and I want to add that to the bottom. So we're going to add a little glue down here. Yeah, this is a little tricky, right? Have you ever done that where you think you're all ready to set a panel down and then you realize you forgot something? There we go. So here's our 1/2-inch strip. I'm just going to take my scissors, cut that edge off, and then we'll put it down on the inside panel. There we go. All right, so we got that ready. And now let's go ahead and start working on our outside panels. So we are going to be using the paper lattice on both of these cards. And one thing I want to do, and I should have probably prepared this in advance, but I'll try to do it quickly, is you want to flip these over and you're going to add little drops of glue here and there to hold these panels down. So I'm going down the center and then I'm going to add a little bit more here and there. So I'm going to set that aside to dry, and I'm going to quickly do the other one here Because what happens is when you do a glue dot like this, these little mini glue dots, they don't take long to dry, and they dry into glue dots. So even though it looks like glue right now, once it's dried, it turns into a little glue dot, and it holds these little panels down, because these can be a little tricky. So I'll just show you up close. So you just throw a few of those little tiny glue dots, just little tiny drops of glue, set it aside, and it will dry and turn into a little glue dot. So so I got those done. We got those set aside. Then you're going to need evening evergreen and gray granite. And this is the size you want to have those cut to, 3 5/8 by 5 1/4, because that is the perfect size to layer behind those paper lattice embellishments. And so that's why it's kind of like this weird size for the front of the card. Then you want to run them through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And with the gray granite, you're going to use the macrame 3D folder. And with the evening evergreen, you're going to use the painted texture 3D embossing folder. So magically run those through, and you're going to come out with papers that look like this. Oh, except for shoot, I forgot to do the macrame on this one. So I'm going to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and do the macrame, because I really want macrame. So give me 1 second here. I have to run and get it, because it's in my other room. So here it is. I have the Big Daddy. There's a little mini one, but the mini one won't work for this size embossing folder. So I've got it open. I've got my normal plate that comes with it. And then I have this this gray plate. It's the number 4 plate. And so you'll use the normal plate and the number 4 plate when you're running it through with these 3D folders. So let me go ahead and put this in here. I'm going to shut this up. We're going to add it here. And then put this over the top. And then I'm just going to roll it through. So there's a little handle on the right side. Roll it through. And then let's see how this turned out. How beautiful. Can you see that? How gorgeous that turned out? Oh, I love it. I'm really glad I'm using this one. That'll be perfect for that girl card that we're making. All right, so let me set that aside. And back we are with the next step. So the next step is to take those paper lattice panels. We're going to put this over the top. So just drop that in right over the top. And of course you have your little glue dots on there. And once you get it right where you want it, just give it a little press. And then we're going to do the same thing with our other panel. So that is going right over the top like this. Wow, and look how good that looks. So this one, not as much contrast. I'm okay with that. I can still see the pretty design below the lattice. And then we have this one. And I believe that the contrast is going to show up a little more when you, oh yeah, so once you put it on your background, then that seems to pop it a little more. So now what I'm going to do is glue these onto the front of our cards. Whoops, whoops. There we go. I'll need to get a Kleenex and wipe that up. Okay, so set this like this. And you want the top and the bottom to be about the same distance border and the same distance border on your right and left. To clean up my glue mess here. There we go. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other card. So once again, I'll try to do a better job, not go so wild with the gluing. There we go. And then we're going to set this in right here. All right, looks great. We're going to set that aside. Well, not quite, because I have something I'm going to put over the top here. So the next step is to grab what we're doing next. So here we have a 3x3 panel of the 2021, 2022, 2023 in color. And this is Evening Evergreen. This is from our 6x6 designer series paper pack. And we're going to put that right here. And we're just gluing it flat on down. So I'm going to grab this and put that right here. Looks so good. So that's glued down. So everything's gluing nice and flat so far. Then I have the same size panel, a 3x3 panel, and this is cardstock. So this is our Fresh Freesia. It's a new in color from Stampin' Up. And then I run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, again with the folder. Now I've taken the folder away. It's across the room. I'm not going to get it, but I'll hold it up. That's the macrame embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder, makes beautiful backgrounds, and it's going to match the background behind the paper lattice. And so that is going to get glued on next. That's going on our girl card. So we're going to set this in. And that looks good. All right. The experiment continues with the girl card that I haven't actually made. Whoops, I've got to get it lined up a little better. I really feel confident it's going to look good in the end. All right. And then the next thing we want to do is stamp our hat. So I have the guy hat done, which looks like this. So I can go ahead and put this on, and then I'll do the girl hat with you. So I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals to put this one on. So we'll just add a few dimensionals to the back. And then we're going to set this on at a jaunty angle and set this about, you want it kind of right in the middle. I think about like that. There we go. So there's that hat. Now let's work on this girl hat here. So we have a piece of designer series paper, and this one again is polished pink from the 2021-23 in color designer series 6x6 paper pack. And I've got the hat mounted on a clear acrylic block, and I've got my tuxedo black ink, and I'm just inking it all up. And we just have a scrap of this paper, and we're going to set this on like so. And there it is. Then what you want to do, and I did do this, you want to run this through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So it's going to look like this. And you want to get a little centerpiece. So that is going to go in Blushing Bride. And I've got that right here. So once again, that is inked up with Tuxedo Black. We're going to do the mountain scene like that. Then there's an interesting die in here. If I can find my set of dies. I don't know where they went. How is it things disappear so quick on me? Oh, here they are. So there's an interesting set of dies in that you can make these cutouts, but not just cut them out like this, but you can actually get a stitched edging by using this little piece. So you have to run it through. I just run it through at the same time. So I just center that in. And then I usually add a little removable tape or washi tape or something and run it through so it stays all in place while I'm running it through. And then once it's run through, you get something. Hold on. I've got it here. I just have to grab it. That looks like this. I'm going to hold it up really close to the camera so you can see, but can you see the little stitching around there? It looks super cool. So then just add a little glue to the back of that, and you're going to add it to your hat. And I just put it in like so. Looks so great. Then you're going to put that on the front of your card with Stampin' Dimensionals, which are suddenly, oh, here they are. So I think the polished pink really is going to make this card pop. Then, of course, we're going to add some jewels to it so that we have a really blingy girl card. So I'm going to set this on like about, just like I did with the guy card, just like that. So there we are. We are that far. Now we need to make our banners on the front. So the banner is going to be a 1/2 inch by 3 inches. That's what you want to start with. And you're going to do one in crumb cake. And then I'm going to grab my punch because I like to punch them first and then stamp them. So I'm going to punch this one first. This is the little gray, the little crumb cake panel. And I do like to just, you know, just double check in the back here, make sure it's going to give me a nice centered punch. And it did. So I'm going to, I think I'll stamp this one first. I'll stamp the pink one first. So again, you have to run it through your little panel. I'm going to ink this up. And this one says celebrating you. Because remember on the inside, we put happy birthday. So on the outside, I want to put celebrating you. Perfect. And then for the guy card, I'm going to just take this off. And I'm going to add this one. And we're going to do the guy card next. So ink that up. I need a little bit more contrast here because I can't see where I'm stamping. So we're going to put it here. There we go. To the guy that wears many hats. And there it is. All right, so let's clean up this mess a little bit and we'll finish up this card because it's pretty much finished right now. Oh no, we have to do the bling. Where'd my bling go? Here it is. We gotta get this out so we don't forget to do it because that's like, hello, one of the highlights of the girl card. Okay, so we're gonna take this and put it on. So I'm going to flip it over and add dimensionals. And I think I'm going to do mini dimensionals just because they're so easy. They're so little and they fit right into that 1/2 inch piece without even thinking about it. I'm gonna use my take your pick tool to take the peelies off. And then we're going to set this right here. So you want the right side flush with the right hand side of your card. And then just set that in like that. And that card is actually done and completed. So now let's finish up the blingy card here. So we're going to add, again, 3 mini dimensionals. It just works so much easier if I use my take your pick tool. I just stab them and then they come right up. So fast. All right, so here's celebrating you, and we're going to put this again even with the right side of the card, and then just pop that down. Oh my gosh, so cute. So then I have to actually open this up because I need it. So we're going to use a fresh new pack today. So here they are, the 2021-2023 in color jewels. And I'm going to use the purple ones. So they're going to go right there. I don't know, should I use the big ones or the little ones? Might as well do the big ones and just, you know, if we're going to go blingy, let's go big and blingy. So we're going to take these bigger ones and we're going to just, so this one is not a super big panel. So I'm going to put them right where this little stitched seam is, and I'm going to add 3 of them. And then we're going to add 4 of them on the other side. And 2 more. Oh wow, that looks great. This one should be over just a hair. All right, now you can tell I'm getting a little fussy. I tend to do that. There we go, perfect. Oh my gosh, look how cool this looks with the bling on there. Doesn't that look great? Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So isn't that fun that you can make your hat really, really blingy with some of those in-color jewels? So super fun. All right, so here's the guy card. I should get some of my junk out of the way here. And here's the girl card. All right, so again, as a reminder, this is my last Facebook Live on Stamping to Share or in my Happy Stampers group until the 13th of July, because I will be on vacation. But looking forward to coming back on the 13th and sharing with you my kit to go for the month of July. Hopefully it'll be artistic expressions, or expressions in ink, I guess the bundle is called. All right, everyone, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon, and happy 4th of July, everybody. Bye-bye.